Hello YouTube, Sam here from youtube.com/onlivegamer for the new Boston, and in this tutorial we're going to continue working on our FTP downloader. Now as you saw right there, I am actually installing the UDK right now because I've been watching Bucky's videos and I decided I wanted to learn how to do that. So if you guys haven't seen those videos yet and you're interested in developing games, then you may want to go check out his tutorials on the UDK. So let's go ahead and we'll come back in here and let's see what's next on our list of things to do. So we've got update server, we'll get to that later. We've done home directory and we've done download. So now let's do open folder. So in order for us to open a folder, we're going to go ahead and open up the selected index change for the list FTP files. So let's use a simple if statement. So if list FTP files dot selected item dot contains, or we cannot use contains here, so what we're going to need to do is create a variable to store that item in. So we'll just come right above it and we will declare a variable. So dim folder name as string, and we'll set it equal to list FTP files dot selected item. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of this right here. So if folder name dot contains, so if it contains a value, so if it contains a period in it, then what do we want to do? Well, we don't want it to do anything if there's a period, and let me just go ahead and get this out of the way. So what we can do is we can do if this right here and then just add an else right after that. That's not very efficient. So we'll do if not, and then we click allow access again. So if folder name does not contain a period, then we'll go ahead and change the directory. So in order for us to do this, we're going to have to create a boolean. So we'll come up here and we'll do private is folder as boolean, and we'll set it equal to false. So if it doesn't contain a period, which pretty much means it's a folder, because all file types have a period in it, so .text, .bat, .exe, whatever you want, those are all going to have a period in it, and folders will not. So if it doesn't contain a period, then is folder is going to be equal to true. And now let's do else. So if it does have a period, then is folder is going to be equal to false. So if is folder is equal to true, then we want to go ahead and enable that button. So button open folder, or let's see what it is, button change directory, which I don't know why I named it that, but button change directory dot enabled equals true. And then we'll do button change directory dot enabled equals false. So if it's a folder, then they can change the directory, but if it's not, then they cannot change the directory. So now what we need to do is access the click event for open folder. So we don't have to put any if statements in here because we've already enabled it and disabled it based on if it's a file or a folder. So if it's a folder, then it will allow us to click it. So what we'll go ahead and do is we will set FTP downloader dot current directory, and we'll just go ahead and plus equals, and we'll add list FTP files dot selected item, and then we'll just add a /. So what this is going to do is it's going to have the / that is already there, which is right here. Then it's going to be in the folder of the selected item. Then it's going to add another slash right there. So by adding this / right here, we only had to do this once. So it adds that and then adds another / so that we can keep going into more and more folders. So it's going to add this string to the directory. So now what we need to do is we need to refresh the list. So refresh list. Now let's go ahead and run this, and I believe I have a folder in here. So you can see we've got application files, which is a folder, hi, which is a folder, and then all these that have periods in them are files. So you can see when I click on these, we can't do anything with them, but when I click on hi, we can open that folder. So for the current directory, we haven't updated that yet. So we've got hi there dot text. So we can go back to the home directory and we can open application files, open that folder, and then we can view files that are in there. So let's go ahead and we can open this folder again too. So we got hello world application exe.deploy and manifest. So you can see we can go into as many folders as we want. So now what we want to do is we want to change this based on the directory. So let's go ahead and create a sub, and we'll do private sub update directory, and we'll just do update directory label. So now what we need to do is label directory dot text, and let's go ahead and add plus equals, I believe we'll need a space, and then we will do FTP downloader dot current directory. So it's going to get the current directory that's in there. So whenever the form loads, what we want to do is we'll just actually we haven't opened any directories yet, so when they go to home directory, we will do update, let's see, what did I call that, directory label. So update directory label, and whenever they change the directory, we want to call that again. So update directory label. So we'll go ahead and run this. You can see when we click home directory, we get current directory and a /. Now let's go ahead and we can open application files, and we get application files here. Now you can see that we have a little problem here. It has application files and then it adds it there. So let's go ahead and fix that. So we don't want it to be plus equals. We want to set it equal to, and then we'll just say current directory. Okay, so now if we run this, we go to our home directory and we get current directory and the /. We can open this folder and you can see it gives us our directory. We can go back to the home directory and keep opening folders, and you can see that it'll add it right here. Now let's go ahead and close out of this. So go ahead, put in this code to change the directory and update the directory label, and then once you've done that and you understand what's going on, move on to the next tutorial.